Hmm. 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 Do you want to start the barn tutorial? The tutorials were designed for the default keyboard settings. Would you like to reset the key mappings to the default settings? Welcome to Let's Ride Silver Buckle Stables. In this tutorial, you will learn about the barn and how to care for your horse. This is your horse. It is in the grooming stall right now. This is where you wash and brush your horse. More on that later. You can look at the health meter for your horse by standing close to it. Walk up to the horse until you see the health meter. Use the arrow keys to move your character. Great! In the lower left is the health meter for your horse. The top bar shows how well fed your horse is. The middle bar shows how well it is watered, and the bottom bar shows how well cared for your horse is. The overall health of your horse depends on the lowest level of these three bars. The stick with the horse head shows this. The lower the health, the slower your horse will go. You can raise up these levels by going into the stable to feed, water, and groom your horse. If you are away from the barn, you can also boost up the horse's health levels by giving it a treat. You can put your horse in its stall by standing next to it, pressing the space bar, and selecting Stable Horse from the Grooming menu. Stand next to the horse and press the space bar. Now select Stable Horse from the Grooming menu. Good job! Your horse is now in its stall. This is where it eats, drinks, and rests. You can feed it by getting food from the feed area and filling the trough with food. This is where the trough is. This is where the food is. Walk up to the food and the feed area and press the space bar. Now go back into the stall, face the trough, and press the space bar. Excellent! Your horse now has food. You can give water to your horse by taking the bucket in the stall to the sink in the feed area, filling it with water, and putting it back in the stall. Face the bucket and press the space bar. Go over to the sink in the feed area and press the space bar. Now go back into the stall to return the bucket and press the space bar. Great! Your horse now has water. You can also get some treats for your horse from the feed area. You can carry up to 3 treats at a time, and you can give treats to your horse anytime you want. Walk over to the drawers to the right of the sink in the feed area and press the space bar. You can grab a treat by opening a drawer. Each drawer contains a different treat. Select any drawer using the arrow keys and press the Enter key. Now press the Enter key once again to get a treat out of the drawer. You can carry up to 3 treats. The treats you currently have are displayed on the top of the screen. If you want to get a different treat, close the drawer by pressing the Escape key, then open a different drawer. Grab 2 more treats out of any drawer. Close the drawer by pressing the Escape key. Then press the Escape key again to exit the menu. You can give your horse a treat by standing in front of it and pressing the T key. Stand in front of your horse and press the T key. Pick a treat for your horse with the arrow keys and press the Enter key. That's a good horse. You can pet your horse by standing in front of it and pressing the P key. This keeps your horse happy and raises its care meter. Stand in front of your horse and press the P key. Now we'll show you how to groom your horse. You will need to care for your horse by washing and brushing it from time to time. The horse can be groomed only when it's in the grooming stall. You can put your horse in the grooming stall by standing in front of it and pressing the space bar. Stand in front of your horse and press the space bar. Now that your horse is in the grooming stall, you can groom it by selecting Groom Horse from the Grooming menu. Stand next to your horse and press the space bar to bring up the Grooming menu. Now select Groom Horse from the Grooming menu. Wash your horse by moving the brush over the dirty areas of the horse. Move the brush by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse or with the arrow keys. Move to the other side of the horse by pressing the space bar. You can skip washing the horse and start brushing it by pressing the Enter key. Wash your horse by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse or by pressing the arrow keys. Brush your horse by moving the brush over the unbrushed areas of the horse. Move the brush by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse or with the arrow keys. Move to the other side of the horse by pressing the space bar. You can stop brushing the horse early by pressing the Enter key. Brush your horse by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse or by pressing the arrow keys. Grooming your horse raises your horse's care meter. End the grooming session by pressing the Enter key. You can also change the look of your horse and outfit it with a different saddle, blanket, and bridle by going to the tack room and pressing the space bar. This is the tack room. When you're ready to ride your horse, exit the barn by walking up to a barn door and pressing the space bar. This door here leads out to the front of the barn where the horse trailer is. Walk up to and face the front barn door. You can exit the barn by pressing the space bar. You can also press the B key to go to the bedroom, where you can view awards and outfit your character. Pressing the C key at the barn door takes you to a competition. Exit the barn by pressing the space bar in front of the front barn door. You're now in front of the barn. You can always go back inside the barn by standing in front of a barn door and pressing the space bar. You can also go directly into your bedroom by standing in front of the house door and pressing the space bar. You can go to a competition by riding your horse into this trailer. You have successfully completed the barn tutorial. Do you want to start the riding tutorial? In this tutorial, you will learn how to ride your horse. As you ride around the free ride area, you can display a map to see where you are. To show the map, you press the M key. Press the M key to display the map. This is the map. The yellow arrow on the map shows where you are and which direction you are facing. If you are not on the horse, a blinking dot will show the location of the horse. To hide the map, press the M key again. Press the M key to hide the map. Let's learn to ride the horse. We'll begin in the practice arena. This tutorial will show you how to use the arrow keys to guide your horse. To start your horse forward, press the up arrow. This will make your horse start walking. Let's practice. Make your horse walk by pressing the up arrow. Good job! To stop, you press the down arrow. Let's practice. Stop your horse by pressing the down arrow. Excellent! To turn your horse, use the left and right arrows. Let's take a ride around the pole. Ride around the pole. Well done! You can go faster on your horse. If you press the up arrow several times, you will increase your speed from a walk to a trot to a canter to a gallop. When you're competing in an event, the clock on the bottom left corner of the screen will show the speed of the horse. Speed your horse up to a gallop by pressing the up arrow until gallop is shown on the clock display. Terrific! To slow down, you press the down arrow. Slow the horse down to a canter by pressing the down arrow. Well done! For most of the events, you will want to race at a gallop on the straight sections and then slow down to a canter so you can make a nice tight turn. You can make your horse go backwards by pressing the down arrow and holding it down. Press the down arrow and hold it down. Excellent! You can pet your horse while you're on the horse by stopping it and pressing the P key. Press the P key to pet your horse. Well done! You can get off your horse by stopping it and pressing the Enter key. Press the Enter. You have to stop your horse. Press the Enter key to get off the horse. Great! You can get back on the horse by standing next to your horse and pressing the Enter key. Stand next to your horse and press the Enter key. Well done! You have successfully completed the riding tutorial. Do you want to start the event tutorial? In this tutorial, you will learn how to compete in an event. You can practice every event in the practice arena before you get to the competitions. When you are in the starting end of the arena, you can press the spacebar to bring up a list of the events you can practice. This is the starting area of the arena. Walk to the starting area and press the spacebar to bring up the practice menu. Great! Let's practice the single stake event. The single stake event has you riding around a single pole from the starting line and back in the shortest time possible. Highlight single stake and press the Enter key. Notice that the event has been set up in the practice arena. At the start of an event, both arrow paths are displayed. Once you have started in one direction, the arrows for the other direction become hidden. The arrows will show you the shortest path through the events. You should ride over the arrows for bonus points in the turns. When you ride through events, you can ride through them clockwise or counterclockwise. As soon as you cross the white timeline on the ground, the timer clock will start. Follow the arrows and get back across the timeline as quickly as possible. To start practicing the event, cross the start line. Ride around the pole. You got a bonus for turning the pole in a tight circle. Cross the finish line. Excellent! Do you want to practice again? To start practicing the event, cross the start line. Ride around the pole. You got a bonus for turning the pole in a tight circle. Cross the finish line. Excellent! Do you want to practice again? Once you finish an event, you can keep practicing it over and over again, or select a different event by going to the starting area of the arena and pressing the space bar. Remember, you can practice as many times as you want before going to a competition. To go to a competition, ride your horse into the trailer parked in front of the barn, ride onto one of the covered bridges, or select Go to Competition from the pause menu. You have successfully completed the event tutorial. Have a great time riding here at the Silver Buckle Stables.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Hmm. Hmm. Let's ride. Whoa. Here's something you'll like. Good horse. That's a good horse. Let's get going. Whoa.
Saddle up and ride. Our next contestant hails from Silver Buckle Station. Now we have the single stake.
Yeah.
Looks good. Our rider must be pleased with this result. Congratulations to our riders. This was a wonderful event.
Let's ride. Whoa. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. You're a pretty one, aren't you?
Saddle up and ride. Our next contestant hails from Silver Buckle Stable. Next up is the barrel event.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Our rider must be pleased with this result. Congratulations to our riders. This was a wonderful event.